Good evening, all. Today, we are meeting to start a 2 year training program focusing on connecting academia and industry. Welcome to the introduction session of Xbuild X'posure. I would like to welcome the resource persons, faculty, and students. Let's start the session with a silent prayer. Let's welcome Mr. Reggie Sakria, Chief Engineer of SNR Consultants, for a brief introduction of the program. He is an engineering professional with a MS in Geotechnics from IIT Madras. He has experience in various fields of engineering, say structural, construction management, earthquake engineering, geotechnical, and software development. Over to you, sir.
A very warm good evening to all of you. I'll first start introducing the special guest of the day, Suresh sir from Associated Structural Consultants. It is a gift for us that he has, allowed some time for the meeting, and also he will be a resource person throughout the meeting. And also with us we have Lady Madam. She is also a resource person and with a lot of experience. Both are from IIT Chennai with a lot of industry and academy experience teaching students and working with students and projects all their time. I welcome all the students and some other faculties from respective colleges who have joined. We are very fortunate to have about, the plan of the program is to have 4 students from each college, about 25 colleges, and we are nearing to around 100 students. The idea is to, interact with the students while they learn over a 2-year period. That we are trying to introduce this program from the 3rd year BTech and 1st year MTech. Both will be there in the system, and students have come from top engineering colleges throughout Kerala. What we aim to, by this program is to take you to the, bring you to the industry exposure. That is to show you the structural, geotechnical, and construction management areas. If you look at the scenario, present scenario, what we feel is that our sites, our project sites, many of them lack engineering and engineers. Many of the engineers who pass out from the college doesn't get an exposure, doesn't get job, they are not motivated enough. We see a lot of gaps in the industry and the academy. So the aim of the program is to bridge that gap, motivate the students while they learn, expose the possibilities, what they can do to the society. If you look at the society, the other aspects that the clients are losing a lot of money as a time wastage, quality wastage, etc. So it is high time that we do something to bridge this gap and to
Sir, you have gone on mute.
now
Okay, sir.
it happened now only or from the starting.
Just some 20 seconds maybe. Yeah.
Okay. So what I said was, we are trying to bridge this gap and take you to these actual working industries, actual working construction sites. What we are trying to do is, through the digital media, we are trying to expose you to sites, projects, project methods, etc. If you look at the total system, there will be a lot of softwares, lot of modules which is used in the construction industry. One part of this main program is to not to make you site engineers, but to make you project managers. One becomes a project manager in 10 or 15 years, slowly learning through different modules while they practice. But here we are trying to teach you most of the thing, expose you to different aspects of construction management tools, the planning, estimation, site quality control, all these things will be a part of the thing. And actually working sites, the methodology followed, everything. They will be exposed to using digital technologies like this digital meetings. There will be case studies from the site explained to you all. There will be resource persons giving you lectures on their experiences and all. So these are the basic nutshell what we are trying to go through. I had put some objectives. Can you just show that? This is what I said. Yeah. So we can just go through that. I just covered it. Next slide. So integration of the whole system is possible through an ERP or the enterprise resource planning through a cloud-based server system. This is just one part of the system, whereas we will be looking at 40, 50 modules. That is on bar bending schedules, how to reduce the wastage on the site. There are so many things we can do in different areas. In each main areas, we are looking at the total 6-dimension possibilities, 6-dimension in construction. We will be covering all these things. We'll be doing it slowly. We'll be doing it one day, one class per week, or maybe 1 or 2 classes per week. And during the exams time, we may not have classes. So that's the idea. Optimization, construction, wastage reduction. Presently, there is a high level of wastage. That's about 40 to 50%. If you factor in the time as a wastage, there's a huge wastage that's happening to the society. With what we are proposing it with the latest technologies, latest systems, we can actually cut down on the technology. We have studied many things over the years, but now we are able to, for the first time, we are able to connect everything together. Work from different places on any project. All these are possibilities nowadays. Next slide. We hope you can improve your career growth with this program. And also, there will be a lot of guidance related to issues you face, your future career possibilities. All this can be shared in the platform through proper channel. So this is what we are trying to do. And there will be a lot of people who will be supporting you, will be giving you guidance. Suresh sir is one of the most experienced engineers in Kerala, and he has very good exposure. He is a wonderful person, teaching most of the engineers around him. So we are very glad to, have him today. And over to you, sir, for your wonderful message for the students.
Good evening, Raji. Good evening, Ladi. Our student friends in this meeting. Yes, so happy in joining with the student community. And I am very much thankful to you, Raji, as well as Ladikati, in involving me in this program. And I'll be only very, very happy to share whatever my experience and my exposure down to our upcoming engineers, the students of present period. The primary issues what we see in the civil engineering or rather any engineering branch nowadays is that our syllabuses, uh, especially in India, covers very detailed and in-depth subjects, but around 50 to 60 modules we cover in a BTech program, except for maths or similar subjects. Everything else is a practical subject, but we as a student learn them inside the classroom just by going through the textbooks, and our teachers also find it extremely difficult to teach us with the all practical subjects through purely theory, whether it is fluid mechanics, transportation, structural engineering, soil mechanics, or anything. As far as the civil is concerned, it's a vast majority subject is there, different subjects. Everything is a practical subject that is useful to the civil society. But our students study all of them as purely theoretical basis from purely theoretical environment without going to the field or going to the sites and things like that. So this is a big problem in our academy that we study only theory. Now, an engineer becomes a capable uh, civil engineer only when this theory, what we study in the classroom, are compared with what is practically happening at site and learn to compare them and to understand the theory with the correlation at site activities. This normally happens when an engineer comes out. He takes at least 5 to 8 years to get well versed with the practical aspect of the theory what he studied in the classroom. Means 5 years of his theoretical academy study has to be supported with at least another 5 years of practical lessons from the field for the engineers to become a person who can take independent decisions and understand what sort of theory goes into each practical activity. Now, this gap is to be covered. So it is a very excellent activity from Raji's side as well as Sadikarti's side to bring in this practical knowledge to the students of the present period, and our students are getting an excellent opportunity by going through this program, I would say. We should understand that the academy industry interaction is quite low in Indian environment, as just Raji mentioned, that this program will, I hope, will give us a good opportunity for the students to learn from this 2 years program. I think our students should be able to ask the questions, and then that may be a point which will decide on the course program what to be covered more and what to be covered less. That is what they learn what is the deficiency in the learning in the industry in the colleges. We should be able to cover the practical side of our syllabuses and things like that wherever it is possible. So there should be a session for that. I think it can be by social media like WhatsApp. Our group itself can be used, or some other media which Raji can float at a later stage. So they should be able to put up questions which will guide us in telling them in addition to what exactly we want to tell them, because we from our side, Raji or Ritikarti or myself or others that comes as a resource persons is trying to get our students to a level which we expect you to do and experience required when you come out from the academy and go to the industry. what an interview board will be looking, what you need to know, all those things. So I hope this is the right opportunity for our students, and they will take the maximum use of this session. Okay, thank you all the students who joined this, and I wish all of you an enjoyable and learningful sessions for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for giving your precious time and sharing your valuable knowledge with us. Now let's welcome Professor Lati Raj, retired professor in civil engineering. She has completed her MTech from IIT Madras. With her 39 years of experience in industry and academia, she is also the director of Malabar Cements Limited, Palakkad. Also an active panel member of Technical Subcommittee, Bridge Design, PMU, RBI, LSGD, Government of Kerala. She is working as a senior advisor in SNR Consultants. Over to you, ma'am.
You're muted. You're muted, ma'am.
Thank you, Ammu. Good evening and hearty welcome to all of you, and Reggie sir, Engineer Suresh, and the esteemed faculty members who joined, the students, and the team of engineers from S&R Consultants. So you've already listened to two veterans in the consultancy field in Kerala. You can remove this, Ammu, this picture.
It's so
It's not okay. Just remove it. Okay. I think if you stop the presentation, it will be okay.
okay.
So they've given their views and how we have to go about this program. They are great consultants in Kerala, so they got ample experience also. And Reggie sir wanted me to talk to you because I am an academician, and I thought a little exposure in industry will help you to understand better and your needs. So he said, okay, you also talk, madam. So that is why I am talking to you. Okay, you know, I started my career way back in 1984 as a teacher. And then I went on to the industry and for about 15 years I worked. And I came back to teaching after that. And if you ask me, my career path and career journey was really amazing and interesting, because when I came back to teaching, I realized that there is a vast gap in what we learn and what we practice in the industry. So you got a lot of theoretical knowledge, but what is it that is required in the industry is not taught in detail in the curriculum. So the universities, they set the curriculum in such a way that you learn science, as Suresh sir was saying, science, mathematics, and humanities in the first year, and then you go on to study some of the courses. You get a little exposure, and some of the courses you study in detail. During the second and third year of your course of the branch which you have selected. And in the final year, you culminate it with the project. You work on that project. And what I think the university expects is you have to do a project work and a research work, and do a technology based on the research work. That is what they expect. But it is not possible in 1 year to do all those things, because I was in the academics. I know how difficult it is for the students to do all those things. So that brings us to the end of the studies, and you become an engineer. And in that engineering course, you tend to think where I've studied the requirement or the standards required for the industry. Through this project work, or through the internship which you do for hardly 1 month, or the lab sessions you do during your studies. You don't get much exposure there. So what you learn is very little, but your fundamentals in science and mathematics and some of the applications will be very thorough. But that is not what the industry is looking for. They want the applications of what you study. That is unfortunately is not focused in academics. That is a main problem. So that actually, that brings us to the importance and relevance of such courses, which we should thank actually Reggie sir for taking the initiative. It is not me, Suresh sir, it is Reggie sir's, baby. So he has a lot of dreams. I always envy him, the way his energy is, he's sharing with the team of engineers he has. So that is where the relevance of such courses comes into. You get an exposure to a lot of things through this course. You do internship, I agree, you do internship, but what exactly you do, when you do, during the second semester, no, by the end of the second semester, you get one month gap, and the university insists that you should go for an internship. So when I was in academics, my students also used to go for the internship. And see, the first year you study only the science, mathematics, and humanities. And after that, you go for this internship, what you learn. In fact, we used to have a review of the report the second semester students submit to us. And we find that they don't actually learn anything from that. It is not the mistake of the industry people. It is not the mistake of the students also. They don't know what they are looking for. And industrial, they don't have the time to teach you. That's the main problem. We ask them, what the industry people do is when you go for the internship, they will give you the work, what is going on in the industry. They don't see what you know. They don't see that. So if it is plastering work, which is going on at the site, they'll ask you to go there and see that. And when you come back, we ask you, what is the thickness of the, this plastering? The students are not able to answer it. So this is the kind of exposure they are getting. So the industry people don't know how to tackle that. The university also is putting everything in that curriculum, as Suresh sir said rightly, that everything put together in 4 years, they will pressurize and they have to get the result. They have to pass all the courses. If you take the number of colleges in Kerala, around 190 colleges are there. And around 140 colleges are, I think, offering civil engineering. So if you take average around 60 to 90 students, so around 10,000 students are graduates are coming out every year. So out of that 10,000 graduates, how many are employable? The industry people are not willing to take the engineers because they fear that they don't know anything, how they will handle them. I'm seeing that. This is the real issue. So that is where such courses are relevant. And it is a very good, start for students in third years. We are starting with third years, where you get some exposure to the engineering courses of the stream which you have taken, which is civil engineering. So we can just give you some training in some of the areas like structural planning, structural analysis, structural design, estimation, and project management, and AutoCAD and ERP system, bar bending schedule. So many modules are there. So you'll get an exposure in that. And we are not saying that when you finish this, course, you are going to be the perfect industry ready engineer. We are not going to be. We are not promising that. But if you have the commitment, the right attitude, and the time, the quality time to spend on this, definitely you can become an industry ready engineer by the time you finish your coursework in the university. That is a promise. And I can also promise that, because I know, Regis sir, there are a lot of projects, live projects in the company. And through those projects, you can learn many things. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to come prepared to learn something with an open mind, with a commitment, and spend the quality time when you are attending the class. As Regis sir said, it is 1 hour per week only. You can really spend that time with some quality. And I will also emphasize the importance of AutoCAD, because I realized that nowadays consultants don't employ diploma holders for drafting. It is the engineers who are drafting, because if you think logically, that is also good, because whatever you design, you know what is to be drawn. So there is no gap in that. So the drawing will be good. How you can read the drawing, all those things you can learn when you are doing the drafting. So please send some quality time to learn the AutoCAD. It's very important. So you will be exposed to some of the softwares also, the ERP system, how we have to do the interface. All those things will be taken in this course. It is up to you to utilize it and learn it. Okay. So I I always think that I'm talking to some of the alphabets only. I don't see any faces. This is one thing which is always set back in this online training. You don't show your faces. So which also should be avoided. As far as possible, if the network permits, please come on video so that we can see your faces and know whether you are learning. See, if I am giving you some information, I should know whether you got it the right way. So by looking at these alphabets, I will not know whether you are learning it or not. Thank you. Thank you, Varsha.
First
At
person
least.
has come
Yes.
on.
So that's very important. Okay. So I don't take much time. Thank you all for joining, and I wish you a very pleasant and fruitful learning through this course. I hope this will be very useful to you. As I said, please spend some quality time with a lot of commitment and a good attitude to learn this, because we should thank Regis sir to do this course, to take this curriculum and then giving it to the course. The curriculum, in the sense, the syllabus is set in such a way that you can learn a lot of things through this. So I thank you again, and I take this opportunity to thank Engineer Suresh also, who is the best consultant, one of the best consultants in town. And he came and joined us and spent his quality time with us and shared his thoughts also. And I thank Regis sir also, who is a visionary, as I said, having a lots and lots of dreams about engineering and engineering graduates. Okay, let me also thank Ammu, Rintu, then Swati, Alida, and the team of engineers who put in a lot of effort and their time to bring this program possible. Okay. Thank you again. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Suresh sir. Thank you, madam, for wonderful, takeaway for all the students. We are happy to talk to you. Always, we are happy to talk to you and continue this class. Like one thing which happened was, when even though the idea occurred to me, I just, first I was afraid to take it to all the people, but now I think we should create it as a, system for everybody to participate and give work as resource person. So we will be running this as a, not on any company's name, but not on my name, but as engineers together, that is working consultants together. Like when I put it in the consultants group, I got just two people. The Jakobs are also was there, and so that's why I didn't know whether I should do it myself. But I think with the energy and with the possibilities and the experiences we can get from lot many people, we should make it an industry gift to students rather than we doing something like we also do. And let us. So that's what I think. Now that's what will be the future if that is possible. If people are coming, we will do it that way. Anyway. It was nice talking to you. So now I want some feedback from the students or faculty who have joined, some requirement from you, some feedbacks and some questions. We can answer. We are happy to answer the questions. You may be having a lot of questions, so shoot the questions about the program, about way of learning and possibilities. Any questions?
You don't expect any
Our
questions.
students are normally very shy to ask questions. That is why I emphasize for that in my talk that they should have some uh, area like WhatsApp or somewhere they can put it, because in the classroom also I don't know Professor Ravi will agree to that or
Yes,
not.
yes,
They
I
will
fully
be
agree.
lots of questions.
I fully
But my
agree.
experience is they won't speak anything unless we push them to speak something. So that should be changed. That is the way we see the difference between the students of some advanced countries, which is very advanced in the education, with our country. If you look at them, we will see that they will be asking anything and everything on the subject. Where that questions are actually bringing in more knowledge to not only the students but to the teachers as well. When you ask only, we will also think in that light. So please ask the questions. Don't think that by asking a question, everybody will think that you know nothing. It is not like that. You are asking, you may be asking something that you know also. So always give freedom to ask anything on the subject. We will be only happy to listen to that, whether that is a foolish question or a best question. You please come up with a question.
This phenomena we see only in Kerala. Most of the times outside Kerala, they ask questions, and I don't know whether it is the parents to be blamed, because as children they ask a lot of questions. When they grow up, they stop asking questions. So who is at fault? I don't know, them or the parents. But besides that, please ask some questions and at least
Even
what you expect from this course.
Yeah. There can be hundreds of questions because you're going to tie a lot of things together. You are going to tie the project management side, the structural design side, a lot of softwares working together, communication, case studies. You can talk about yourself, your problems, your career growth. There are hundreds and thousands of questions you can create out of all these things. So, but anyway, if there is no questions,
I
anybody?
think there is a.
Because you are the cream of engineers from Kerala.
Yes.
Best 4 students from 25 colleges is what we have here. And I know you have questions, you can just ask
Or you can post it in the chat box.
in the chat box if you are.
I think, Ambu, you have a feedback form.
Yes, ma'am. We have a Google feedback form. We'll be sharing it to them.
Okay, so actually we had kept about 10-15 minutes for the question answer session. So If there is nothing, we can wind up for the day, and we will, you are free to post questions in the WhatsApp group where we have, and we can take it forward. In next meeting onwards, we would like you to come in video. We will have interactive sessions. We will not be, seeing our faces, but actually, projects, but together we will be make it, very, very interesting. We are talking on subjects from different sides. It's very, very interesting. We'll be going through case studies. No, it's not theories, any theory again. It is just the practical things. It'll be very interesting for you, and I want you to tell others. Now about 60, 65 people have joined, so I want the rest 35 also to join. But this is not the way. You need a lot of difference, and if you cannot make the difference, nobody else can. So that is the thing we have to think about. You are the cream and you are the dream for this country for the future. So become that. Thank you. So thank you, Suresh sir and Lady madam and all the supporting staff, all the students for coming. We wind up with this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Suresh sir. Good night.
Now,
Good night to you all.
Good night, ma'am. Thank you, sir.